Hi everybody, Professor Jim here, Professor Jim Rocksmith. Welcome to our lecture, our discussion about decimals and simplifying and a few other math topics. If you're in Math 006 or 007 at CCM, this covers part of Module 1, part of Module 2, and part of Module 3. Okay, I'd like to thank my bosses at County College of Morris, Randolph, New Jersey, for use of the lecture hall, and I want to give a shout out to our sponsor, Luigi's Pizza, at Roxbury Mall in Sunnah, New Jersey. Okay, we picked a few topics to go over. We're going to try to keep these short, 5, 6, 7-minute videos. We don't want the new cure for insomnia, so we're going to keep them short. Okay, first we'll look at placeholders, which we looked at on a couple of the other videos. But now we added decimal places. Okay, so we have our 0 through 9, our Hindu-Arabic numeral system that we use in the US and other countries. I want to say hi to everybody around the world, except for whoever doesn't have YouTube. I know there's a few countries that don't, but most do. Say hi to my friends in Canada and the UK while I'm up here, and Mexico. Okay, all right. I can keep going but I'll be going for the 5 or 6 minutes. So, okay. All right, anyway, it's set up as placeholders. Each digit represents a certain number of tens. Ones, obviously, is just ones. It doesn't represent tens. So, starting with the whole numbers are on the left, and the decimals, which you can change to fractions, are on the right. Okay. All right. So it starts with ones, tens, and hundreds. Every third number we have a comma. Going from right to left, we've got thousands, 10,000s, and then 100,000s. And then if we went into millions and we put a comma and we put a number. This is millions. Okay. All right. So you say, okay, well, this is kind of an unwieldy kind of number to be carrying around. Let's do something a little bit smaller. All right, fine. We don't need a number that's 5,173,185.774 to add and subtract with. So let's pick something smaller. How do we round? A little quick review. Okay. They tell us what number they want rounded. What place they want rounded to the nearest tenth, 100th, 1,000, whatever it happens to be. Let's pick nearest tenth for this. And for right now, we'll just ignore the right side with the decimals. Okay, so our number is that. Okay, we're focusing on tens. They're telling us what to do, basically. They're saying, go to tens and round it up. Or round it down, just round it at tens. Okay, so we take a look at our number. I like putting an arrow there. You can circle it, underline it, put a star, whatever you like. Or you don't have to do anything. You don't have to put anything if you don't like. Okay, this is what I do. All right, works for me and some other people. Okay, so we go one number to the right and we see if it's 5 or more. If it's 5 or more, we increase it by 1. If it's 4 or less, we keep it the same. So 5 or more, the number directly to the right of the number they're asking about, we bounce it up by 1, increase it by 1. If number to the right is 4 or less, we just leave it the same. And whatever they're asking for, anything to the right of that, we put a 0 when we're done rounding. So this number rounded is now going to be 5,173, 1. The number to the right is 5, it's 5 or more, increases this by 1. So now we have 5,173,190 as our rounded number. Okay, so we bounce this up by 1. If this was a 3, we'd have 1/8 and we'd put a 0. And it would be the same for any of these numbers. We could say round it to 10 thousandths over here. We can look at that. Number directly to the right is a 3. 3 is 4 or less, so we leave this number the same. We go 5170 185. No, we don't do that. This is math. We're supposed to round. Paying attention? Okay. We don't do that. Everything to the right of the number that they ask about gets a 0. Okay, you make a mistake in math, you can correct it. It's not surgery. So we'll call that a good thing. Just my opinion. You know, if I was an eye doctor and I operated on the wrong eye, it would be a problem. They don't want me to be an eye doctor anyway. But with math, you mess up, you can erase it, cross it out, and figure it out again. No harm done. Okay. No harm, no foul? Is that the right saying? Okay. All right. So that's what we wind up with. So that's rounded. If it's on the right side with the decimals, we do the same thing. If they say, let's say this is in cents, US cents, which you can't buy a lot with anymore, hardly anything. It's good for taxes, I guess. Sales tax. All right, anyway, hope the Treasury doesn't see this. No, I'm kidding. All right, so let's say they said rounded to the nearest cent. This whole thing, it's $5 million number. So they say, okay, fine. So rounded to the nearest hundredth, they wind up DTH with over here, except for tenths. So it's hundredths, thousandths, 10 thousandths, DTH, each one of them. You keep going. Most of them. I won't say all of them. Depends how many there are. Okay, so we look to the right, and it's a 4. 4 or less, we keep it the same. So if we're rounding in cents, okay, this 7 stays as a 7. We don't have to, you know, in cents, we don't have to add a third 0 because there's only 100. It's like in the UK, pence. I mean, you have pence, we have cents. I know your money's worth like $1.25 today to our dollar, or, you know, no. Yeah. Yeah, it would take $1.25 US to get one pound sterling. I get that. You know, give or take. I might be off a little bit. It changes as we're talking. But it's the same idea. So these would be the pennies. So this would be rounded, and we have a 0 there, but for all intents and purposes, since cents just really goes to hundredths, in this case, we can just get rid of that and just say it rounded to 0.77 for the cents. Okay. We're going to be able to keep track of the minus sign with all these videos where we keep showing minus signs. We'll see so many minus signs that after a while they'll be like doing hardly anything. It'll be like, oh, it's a minus sign, I can handle that. The other thing that a lot of students have difficulty with are the word problems. And we'll be handling some of those too in the next video. Just want to give a quick heads up. So this is what we'll take on for video number 8. So this concludes video number 7. Have a great day, everybody. See you on the 8th video.